been looking forward to this, what you young ladies have accomplished. Phenomenal. That you went all the way through the schedule, you went all the way through the brackets in the tournament, and you came back home champions. And we're so proud of you because you represent Wetumpka. So your parents, the ones that have supported you over the years, your coaches, the ones that have worked with you over the years, that you build programs. So this is just the first block that's been laid now. We want to see you continue doing this. And like when I spoke to you at the banquet the other night, 6 years ago we built the sports complex and opened it up to girls softball. And 6 years later we were in the state championship. We just cut the ribbon the other night for the boys. So you have set an example for them. I don't know if they can live up to it or not. For 6 years now, we're expecting them to bring it back home too. And hopefully they will. Where's Coach Dixon? Coach, come up here on the front. You young ladies are champions. This gentleman right here is a champion. He played college football at Kansas State University, was signed by the Miami Dolphins. They won the World's Championship in 1972. I don't believe y'all even lost a game. But he was a defensive back, but he still can't cover me. And I can't. But anyhow,
you don't believe that.
He knows what it is to be a champion. I want you to just say a word to these young ladies.
Wow. I think a key word is one word. That one word is legacy. And you built a legacy. Just like we built a legacy with the NFL, with Miami Dolphins. You have built a legacy here at Wetumpka. It doesn't matter whether somebody will come up and match it or exceed it. This is a legacy. This is more than this room right now. This is more than a picnic. This is more than anything. The legacy part of this will go on forever. And you have built it, all of you, with your coaches and the entire school system. And I know everybody in here is proud of you, just like everyone in Wetumpka is proud of you. So remember that one word, legacy, because it's what you have created here in Wetumpka.
Thank you. I would like for your coaches to come up, if you will. I would like for your principal to come up. I would like for the superintendent of education to come up. I cannot believe Larry Monroe coaches. I asked him tonight, I said, what do you know about softball? He told me he knew about it, so I don't know. If you've never been proclamated, tonight you're going to be proclamated. That's what this is. Whereas we acknowledge that active participation in organized athletics is influential to building good character and teaches a wholesome sense of fair play and good sportsmanship among our youth. Whereas in order to excel in any one sport, a young person must demonstrate an outstanding spirit of dedication, enthusiasm, and hard work. And whereas a vivid example of this has been accomplished by the achievements of the Wetumpka High School softball team, who has won the 6A state championship against some of the finest athletes in Alabama. Whereas we know that a special commendation is due all the team members, Coach Ballou, his staff, and the many others who have provided financial and moral support. Now therefore be it resolved that I, Jerry Willis, Mayor of the City of Wetumpka, along with this City Council, hereby extend my personal congratulations as well as those of the City Council and citizens for the outstanding accomplishments the Wetumpka High School softball team has made, and wish them every success in the future. Congratulations. we thank you, and Lynn is, yeah, Lynn would like to get you up here for a picture, and then she's going to explain to you what's going to take place on Thursday evening for you, okay? So come on up here and get up here.
Your side was kind of unoccupied.
Just kind of scroll like you're doing the wave.
I'm not squatting.
Was that a catch?
He's not here from the side.
Okay, we are Wetumpka.
Oh, look at her.
Whose business are those? Yours? Ain't mine. I wouldn't sit over there.
Okay, we're going to go ahead and get started with the work session. Let's have the word prayer, please. Father, we thank you so much for your blessing. Thank you for this evening, and we thank you for your accomplishment. And Father, we thank you for your work that dedicate themselves, providing the leadership that these young ladies must have. Father, we just thank you for what they have accomplished. We ask you now, during the start of this time, and up this business in Christ, up in Amen. Okay, on the old business tonight, awarding 2015-17 airport branch cut bid from James Disney for $795 per cut. Just one bid on that. Any questions on this? Okay, then on the new business tonight, resolution number 2015-6-1-1, ALDOT section 5310, grant application for purchase transportation service for elderly and disabled for a 2-year period for year 2016 and 17. I'm going to ask David to speak to this. This is an opportunity that has come our way, and he is putting it together. We don't have everything completed on this at this time, but I just wanted to make the council aware as to where we are and the possibilities of this program. David?
Yes, sir. Good evening. I have been working on this for about a week now with Candy. This is a program, as it says in the resolution, that is designed to provide transportation services for seniors and people with disabilities. It's primarily used to purchase vehicles, but it can also be used to create a voucher program, which is what Candy and I have been discussing. What that means basically is that once we establish or develop and propagate the eligibility criteria and the use criteria, this will be a system where vouchers will be distributed to people who qualify, and they will be able to use those to basically get public transportation. Probably, I think at this time, we're focusing primarily within the city limits. As the mayor said, there's still a lot of things that we have to figure out. What we can say right now is that based on the 2013 census estimates, it's the American Community Survey, we know that we have roughly about 70% of individuals between the ages of 18 and 64, and 12% of individuals 65 or over who are independent living impaired. They have some sort of physical or other disability which prevents them from moving about on their own. So, roughly that's about 350 folks in the city limits. What we're thinking right now is that the best way to go about building this program is to find a local nonprofit partner to manage it. And we are in the process of identifying that nonprofit partner. The application for this grant has to be submitted to CARPDEC by June the 15th, which is why this resolution is on the agenda tonight. This will at least allow us to go ahead and submit the application if we can't find a partner. And that's why we're asking for your review of it. If you have any questions on that.
Any questions?
Can you talk about just to kind of explain what we're wanting to do? Because, we don't have public transportation here. So, would the nonprofit provide transportation and they would use the vouchers or what?
The concept that Candy and I have developed is that once we distribute the vouchers to individuals, they will basically, we would have to enter into an agreement with either a local taxi company or another provider like, say, ARC, or another agency-driven type organization with the van or the vehicle. So the individual would get the vouchers, use the vouchers to pay the provider, and then the provider would submit the vouchers back to the city or preferably to the nonprofit to get reimbursed for the trip. Does that answer your question?
Is this something that the food pantry might be interested in? Or
Councilman, we're looking at, it's a bunch of different agencies to see their, we're talking about people who care, we're talking about friends of the community, we're talking about food pantry, we're talking about other agencies that might. ARC, we did contact ARC and found out that they're committed only to more physically handicapped.
People that use their services.
Yeah, and then I don't know what community action could do, if they could, because they're more focused on children, I think, more so, but I don't know if there's an adult side to that at all. But we're just, what we're trying to do is get this thing where we can apply for it and then put the pieces together. It's doctor's appointments, grocery store, things like that. You'd be surprised that with our Fame Center operation over there, the people want to know, can we just run by the grocery store while we're on the bus? And that's really not what that program is for. So I think it could meet the needs of a lot of people in our community.
How much is the grant?
It's 80% federal, 20% local. It's the same pot of money that the van that delivers the seniors to the senior center every day was purchased out of. But instead of buying capital equipment, there's a facet that David mentioned that would buy basically vouchers so that you keep it in the private sector or, have it, like the mayor said, through the nonprofit, so that we're not having to get another driver and maintain another bus. But it's 80% federal, 20% local.
We don't have a dollar amount at this point. One of the things that we're trying to do is estimate how many trips we're looking at over the course of a 2-year period. I spoke with Delane today. She recently worked with the Extension Service to do a survey of some of the folks in the area, and a couple of the questions will help us figure out what that need is. So, I've actually dug up some research from a couple of transportation girls over the last 7 years. And, you know, we're looking at anywhere from 500 to 1,000 trips, at roughly $3 a trip a year. So, you know, it could be anywhere from $10,000 total to, I think, what we were talking
We
about,
were thinking, basically, if we use the same numbers Opelika uses at Lee Russell, that the state gave us to use, then even for a 2-year period, about $75,000 federal, which would make it $15,000 local match. So it's not even for, and if you're awarded for 1 year, you need to sit out the next year. So they suggested that you build a 2-year program in what you're asking for, because you're, you know, so you don't start it and then have to sit out and wait for another one. So that would be $15,000 over 2 years if we use $75,000 federal.
So we match 20%.
Right.
Yeah, it can't be that much, I would think.
No.
Any other questions on this?
Have y'all talked to any other cities that do it?
I have the close, within the state of Alabama, nobody does the voucher program. That's a municipality in the local area, so, but I've got a couple of case studies from rural Montana that give us some examples, and I'm going to dig into that a little bit.
No, I think it's a great idea. I think it's a great idea, but I'd like to know.
You just need a dispatcher, which I think the nonprofit that the mayor mentioned would be handling like how many trips, and the clients that want, they're not really clients, they're sort of the general public, but they're certified in the program, and that they would be handling that to keep up with the record keeping, and how it would work. So that they're not calling us, but, you know, I think Tiffany gets a lot of calls, asking people to take her to the, you know, for them to take them on trips to the stores and as the parents, you know.
Yeah.
So they're just trying to meet the need without saying call your church or call your neighbors. You know, so this way at least there's insurance and everything involved with it, liability insurance.
Basically, what we need is resolution to allow us to move forward as we continue trying to figure this program out, see if we can make it work. Any other questions? Thank you, Dave. Okay, and then item 2, permission to update and activate power meter on city property near 2.97 Wharf Street. We just suspend the rules on that, move on.
Yes.
You got that?
Yes, that's, it's in order that the Historical Society might be able to work on that brown log cabin down this way. It's, it needs some repairs, and they do it in work, but they need power there. And some years back, we had to just take the power out of the building because of insurance reasons. There is a utility pole there now, service pole as such. We just need to reset a meter, and it'd be at the cost of somewhere between $24.75 and probably $60, depending on how much they use. It's gonna be a minimum of about $25.
It's up to 70,000.
When that work begins, will any of our people be supervising what they're doing? And, well, I know it's city property, but it's their building. So what kind of play
Well,
will you have to do that?
We hadn't actually discussed that with, I'm sure building will probably be watching it. But as far as us supervising it, there might be some issues that they can do that the city couldn't do, couldn't be involved in.
Those are the ones that concern me.
Well, we can do as you
If
wish.
it's our property, I mean, I think we need to have a close eye on it, because I know who is drafting to do the work, and I do not want anything to happen to this person doing the work.
Okay. Well, there's some things that we'll talk about then, and we'll monitor. That's what we should counsel.
Any other questions? All right. So we need to move on into the council meeting. The invocation this evening